someone that you can turn to and radiates hope and help. That's why the United States, through the Agency for International Development, has been proud to support this network of hospitals with $85 million since 2014. It's part of our commitment to support health and dignity to the Palestinian people. Maybe the most overused word in the English language for the Irish is dignity. My dad used to say everyone, no matter what their circumstance, is entitled to be treated with dignity. Dignity. And dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic took a hard toll here, as it did in so many communities around the world. So today, I'm pleased to announce the United States is committing an additional $100 million to support these hospitals, their staffs, and that work for the Palestinian people. This is a multi-year commitment on both resources and expertise. When I was vice president, I asked the president, then Barack Obama, I asked him whether or not I could start what we called a cancer moonshot. I visited every major cancer hospital in the world, with one exception, and I mean it literally. Because there's so much we're just on the edge of being able to discern. We're so close, dealing with so many cancers. When I got elected president, I announced that one of my goals was to change cancer as we know it. So it was no longer viewed by many people as it is, as a death sentence, but as a disease that can either be cured or lived with. And we started this cancer moonshot with billions of dollars at home. Within our National Institute of Health, I set up a provision where, like within the Defense Department, there's a special office. In the Defense Department, it's nothing but looking at breaking technologies, whether it's just across the board. That's where the internet came from. Well, we're doing the same thing at the National Institute of Health, just focusing on cancer, period. This one provision. It represents our investment in the future as hopefully this $100 million will generate other large contributions from other countries, focusing on the health of the Palestinian people, so they'll continue to have access to the best available care. So they know they have somewhere to turn for help. They have navigators that can help them through the process. Those of you on the other side of a diagnosis know the most frightening thing is when you get the word, whatever it is, you can hardly listen. You need a navigator. You need someone to help you walk through the pieces, help you figure out how to deal with the treatment you're going to have once you're out of the hospital and need treatment. Working together, it is my prayer the United States will both help relieve the hospital's burden of debt and support the targeted infrastructure upgrades and key reforms in patient care to ensure long-term financial stability. We also welcome the $25 million contribution from the UAE, and I encourage other nations around the region and around the world to step up as well with their own contributions to support the vital work that's being done here. Palestinians and Israelis deserve equal measure of freedom, security, prosperity, and dignity, and access to health care when you need it is essential to living a life of dignity for all of us. The United States will continue to work with the Palestinian leadership, with the government of Israel, and with all our international partners to ensure that East Jerusalem's hospital network retains sustainable, remains available, and is able to provide high-quality care the Palestinian people deserve. I could say much more, but if my mother were here, Bishop, she'd look at me and say, "Joey, hush up. You've spoken too long." But I want to thank you again for welcoming me today. Most importantly, thank you for taking care of all the patients whose lives you make better. May God bless you all, and I'm finished. Thank you. If you have a question about hospitals and answers, you don't, I'll do it privately.
I am American Palestinian from New Jersey, Bergen County, and I vote for you. I am a head nurse of pediatric intensive care unit at Maqasid Hospital. Thank you for your support, but we need more justice, more dignity, and thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, folks. Appreciate it very, very much. Thank you.